Welcome law aspirants to this new video. If you have a dream of making law as your career and make a law journey in a top law school of a country and not in an ordinary one which is located in each and every district and each and every state. If you are dreamt of doing a law in that top law school, these top 10 entrance exams create a very good platform for your legal journey. In this video, we are going to cover about the number one, overview of the entrance exam, of the particular exam. The next one, the exam pattern of the particular exam. The next one, what are the sections or subjects covered in the particular exam. Last but not the least, pros as well as the cons of this particular exam. Because analyzing your exam in a 360-degree manner to your own level sets up a very good journey to top law school. Starts with selecting of the right entrance exam. And with this quote, let's dive into the topic. The major advantage for each and every student to crack any law exam in this particular legal field is common syllabus for appearing in all the entrance exam. In this legal field, whatever exam you face, it will be surrounding under the 5 sections which we are going to see. Those 5 sections are English, legal reasoning, logical reasoning, GK current affairs and basic mathematics which you have studied until your 10th standard. Looking into the deep thing, only these ones would be altering to exam. Like English should be either reading comprehension or one-liner based. Legal reasoning could be either passage or principle based or one-liner based. Logical reasoning can either be critical or analytical or mixed of both the ones. Then GK and current affairs can be either static GK or current affairs which you are reading in the newspapers, and mathematics which could be either arithmetic or data interpretation and combined of both the ones. Now coming to legal reasoning, you don't require any prior knowledge to solve the legal reasoning questions. They would be giving the principle in the question and you must have a very good understanding skill and reading skill to apply that principle in the situation or fact given in the question and bring it a very good answer according to the society. The number one law entrance exam which you are going to focus in this session is Clat, Common Law Admission Test. This exam is gateway to top national law universities of our country. You may ask, what is national law universities? What is like IIT for engineering and AIMS college for medical, NLUs are for legal field. It's like a national central government college to our nation for legal journey. Now coming to this exam, the frequency is once a year. It will be held at the month of December. The type of questions is completely multiple choice questions, MCQ. The mode is center based pen and paper test. The language of the paper is completely English. Universities, there are totally of 25 NLUs participating in Clat. Other than that, there is an NLU Delhi which has a separate entrance test, NLU Meghalaya which has separate entrance test. Then ULR Goa which has joined as a new one in Clat 2025. Other than that, Delhi University, one of the top-notch central university of our country, is taking its 5-year law journey with the based on Clat scores, which has started its 5-year law course only 2 years back. Other than that, Nirma and other participating universities. Now coming to the second one, sections covered in Clat exam. The sections are English, GK current affairs, legal reasoning, logical reasoning, quantitative aptitude, which is the basic mathematics. Now after that, coming to the paper pattern, total marks is 120. Duration of the exam 120 minutes, which is 2 hours. Marking scheme, a major negative one for the law aspirants. There is a negative marking of minus 0.25 for every wrong attempt you make. Now coming to the last but not the least, pros and cons. As the pros, positive ones, it consists of top law schools and a central government law school which is of NLU brand. Like what IIT, which has a very good brand in engineering journey, and AIMS has a very good brand in medical part. NLU brand is very good field in legal and corporate journey in legal departments. Other than that, student body plays a major role because since it's the most competitive law entrance exam of our country, the students of top quality, who's of top All India rank of 100 or further NLU of 200 can gain their seat in the top-notch NLUs. So only the students who are very good in knowledge as well as their extracurricular skills in all over the India are in the benches of this university. So it's a very good thing about student body of having a very good contact with them. Other than that, the negative side, the other side of the positives, it's highly competitive. Since it's the most demanded law schools of our country, most students, nearly more than 1.5 lakh students are appearing for this exam. So that it's already becoming more competitive for each and every normal students to get into the top law schools of our country. So prepare well and be very competitive in the field of Clat exam. Next, the most demanded second law exam, AIL-LET, which is known as All India Law Entrance Test. This is for only university admission, that is NLU Delhi. As we have discussed earlier, NLU Delhi is not in the consortium of Clat and they conduct their entrance exam in a separate manner other than Clat, which is similar to the pattern of Clat, that is AIL-LET. The frequency of exam is once a year, held at December, and it's also an MCQ question with pen and paper test, and the language is completely English. University as NLU Delhi, it's the second rank university in all over India after NLSU Bangalore, but considering the location of Delhi, it's a very good thing in a top-notch level. We can even consider it as a number one because of its proximity to Supreme Court of India, District Court of Delhi, and High Court of Delhi. The sections of this particular exam, most demanded, English, GK current affairs, and logical reasoning. The logical reasoning consists of both analytical, critical, as well as legal. So make note and prepare for it. Now coming to paper pattern, total mark is 150, duration of the exam same as Clat, 120 minutes, marking scheme, negative marking, which is of minus 0.25 for every wrong attempt you make. Now coming to the pros as well as the cons. Now keep one thing in the mind. While selecting any particular law entrance exam to give your attempt, you must analyze it in a 360-degree manner, looking at the pros as well as the cons. Now coming to pros, it's an NLU brand name, and other than that, a top law school of our country and its location of in Delhi. Then, as we saw, student body. As the seats are only of 60 to 80 for general or OBC category students, it's more demanded college according to Indian level, and only a student more than 25,000 students are appearing. In that percent, only 60 to 80 are admitted to the particular university. So to get into this particular law school, you must be more competitive with a student of 25,000 to get seat in this. So this is one of the positive, as it's a very good student body to have a very good network. And the cons is, as we discussed, highly competitive due to limited seats. Now the third most demanded entrance exam of our country is Maharashtra Common Entrance Test, which is a state government entrance exam in the Maharashtra state, which is held at a frequency of once a year around April or May. According to this year, it was scheduled on April 28th, 2025. But type of questions is MCQ. Mode of exam is center-based computer test. Since it's mention of online test, don't confuse whether it's an home-proctored test. You must go to the center and give it in a system allotted by the faculties in that particular center. The languages consider of two languages, English as well as Marathi, due to its nature of Maharashtra exam. The university, there are totally 160 law schools participating in this particular entrance exam, but you must keep one quote at this particular time. Getting a law school in MH-CET is easy, but getting the top law school plays a major role, which plays a more competition, like GLC Mumbai and ILS Pune. And to get into this major law school, which is the oldest law school in Asia and which has a very good alumni network, like our previous drafting committee chairman, Dr. Bhimarao Ambedkar, it's a very good law school considered in all over India as well as Asia. And considering the sections of this particular exam, it has similar to Clat, old Clat pattern, legal reasoning, GK, logical reasoning, English and mathematics. Now coming to paper pattern, total marks would be 120, duration 120 minutes, and a very good positive thing for MH-CET aspirants is there will be no negative marking in this particular exam. And coming to pros and cons, there are many top law schools in Mumbai in this particular mode of admission exam, and the negative one is there are high reservation. As we have discussed in many videos, if there are totally 100 seats available, they would be giving 85% of the seats to Maharashtra students and 10% of the seats for other Maharashtra students who are an Indian but not consisting in a state of Maharashtra. Then a 5% reservation is given to international students. So compared to other law schools, studying in GLC Mumbai has a very low diversity in location wise. As if you are sitting in a classroom of 100, 85% students would be of the state of Maharashtra, so that the class would be not more diverse as other law school which consists of students from northeast, north, northwest as well as south and the central India. So this is one of the negative point, and the student body would be not so diverse, which is we have discussed recently. And the fourth most demanded entrance exam for law but most demanded entrance exam for arts course, which is CUET exam, Central University Entrance Test. While looking at this exam, you must know the difference between two things. One is Central University, one is NLUs. You may think, what's the difference? The major difference is, if you are studying in a Central University, there would be many courses, but one of the courses law. If you are studying in NLU, there would be teaching of only single course, and that single course is law. So the difference is this one, that's an university based education, this is a law school based education. Now coming to frequency of this exam, once a year, held at May or June. I will mention the correct date once the notification of CUET 2025 is released, and type is MCQ based. The mode of exam is center based computer test, which is similar to MH-CET exam. The languages are English, as well as there would be language papers which would be making it in mandatory manner or in an optional manner. Then university, there are Central University which is of number 46 all over the India. Other than that, state university, deemed university and private university participating in this particular exam. Now coming to sections in this particular exam, still CUET 2025 notification has not yet been released, but only a single message has been came till now, which means legal studies has been discontinued. To know the major impact of this, we must go to CUET 2024. According to CUET 2024, a student is allowed to take minimum of 3 subjects and maximum of 6 subjects. And at this particular time, that minimum 3 subjects are a mandatory one. The number one is general test, which consists of maths, GK and reasoning. Then English paper, which is a mandatory one. And finally, legal studies paper is also a mandatory one. So that in this particular year, if legal studies is discontinued, whether they would be making the change of having minimum of 2 subjects to maximum of 6 subjects, or they would be making any other subjects as mandatory one, or making it any other subjects as an optional one, but keeping the limit of minimum as 3. Let's wait for the notification, and I will come with the good news once the notification is released. Now coming to the paper pattern, the duration of the exam is 60 minutes, which is in 1 hour, and number of question is 50, and one question consists of 5 marks. Totally, the total marks would be 250 due to 50 into 5. And the marking scheme, that would be negative marking of -1 for every wrong attempt you make. For every correct attempt, there would be +5. For unattempted, there would be 0. And for every wrong attempt, there would be -1. So make note of it. And other than that, coming to pros and cons of CUET exam, it's a brand of Central University. Studying in Central University gives a very good reputation on your name as a student. For example, if you take a student studying in law in a Central University as a specific name in the society as well as the legal field. Like that, the brand value is very strong. Other than that, affordability. Banaras Hindu University, one of the law school in CUET exam, is very much affordable of just 30,000 fees for general category students and just 6,000 fees for reserved category students. And coming to the other side cons, there is only limited seats in the law school participating. For example, let's take Banaras Hindu University. They offer only 84 seats for their legal education, and the general category there would be only around 38 or something. And the next one is competition. There would be a lot of students participating in this exam due to its low fees. And approximately nearly last year, Q 2024, there have been a student of 50,000 has participated, so that only to the limit of 84 seats, more than 60,000 students participating is something more competitive one compared to other law entrance test which has been continued till the year. Jamia Millia Islamia, which is the next entrance test we are going to see. This is one of the major central university of our country, and it conducts its entrance test for only the legal course in a separate manner, which is called JMI-BALLB CET Cell Entrance Test. And one of the major alumni of this particular university, as you know, Shah Rukh Khan, and frequency of this exam is once a year, held at May month. Type is MCQ questions. Mode of exam is center-based pen and paper test. There would be very much limited centers for this particular exam, and make note of the centers before appearing for this particular exam. The language is English. As I told, the location of this particular university is in Art of the Delhi. So it gives a very good location for Supreme Court of India, High Court of Delhi and District Court of Delhi. The sections covered in this exam are English comprehension, current affairs, legal reasoning, general studies and mathematics. Coming to the exam pattern, it is of 150 marks of duration of 120 minutes, and there is a negative marking of minus 0.25 for every wrong attempt you make in this particular exam. Coming to pros and cons of this college, as I told, it's in Art of Delhi location, and the brand value of Central University is very big, and it gives a very good impact in your job opportunities and society in a very good manner. Coming to other sides, negatives. There is only limited test centers. As we have discussed, the test centers are located only in metropolitan cities and the cities around the Delhi, so that the diversity of student body is not diverse location wise compared to other law schools, because only students from the center's location or something nearby the center's location would be appearing for this exam, and diversity would be not that much compared to other law schools, and competition too would be reduced due to limited test centers. Low diversity in student body, as we have discussed. Coming to the next major central university of our country, which conducts its law course using a separate entrance test, which is Aligarh Muslim University BALLB Cell Entrance Test. The frequency of this exam is once a year, held at April. The date is announced April 20, and type is MCQ based question. Center is center based pen and paper test like JMI-BALLB. Language of the exam completely English. University, the major thing about this particular central university is, even though it is Aligarh Muslim University, it has its head branch in Aligarh, it has other campuses in Murshidabad and Kerala. The sections of this particular exam are English proficiency, current affairs and GK, reasoning and aptitude. Aptitude comes off max. The exam pattern of this particular exam is total marks there would be 100, duration 120 minutes, marking scheme advantage for every Aligarh Muslim University aspirants, there would be no negative marking. And even the duration for each and every single question is too much, so you can make it in a more less competitive and a slow manner compared to other law entrance exam, which is more fast speed you need along with the accuracy. The pros of this is, as we have already discussed, Central University has a very good brand name in the society as well as the job market, and there is only limited test center. Similar to Jamia Millia Islamia, due to limited test center, there will be low diversity in student body in location wise, as only student from that particular location would be giving their test, and the competition would be too low. So compared to other law schools, the student body level would be slightly lower, due to the multiple reasons. Coming to the last entrance test of this particular slide, Army Institute of Law, Mohali. If students wish to do their law or have a stint in armed forces, can definitely choose this law course in Army Institute of Law, which is a board of Army Welfare Education Society, which is a very good one, as you may have a very good corporate placement in Armed Force Legal Department. The frequency of the exam is once a year, held at May or June. Type is MCQ based. Mode is like the other exam, center based pen and paper test. The language is English. The sections of this exam are law aptitude, general awareness, English comprehension and mental ability like reasoning and maths. Now coming to pattern of this exam, total marks should be 200, duration 120 minutes, and a major advantage, there is no negative marking in this complete exam. Coming to the next one, pros and cons. Since it's of Army Welfare Committee, it's a very good brand in all over India. Studying law in an armed force is a very good thing. And coming to the other side, cons, negatives. There is high reservation. Due to this, even though there are a total of 100 seats in this particular university, only 5 seats are given for general category students. So that there would be low diversity in student body, and the other reason, there is only limited test centers for this particular exam. Therefore, the diversity would be low in location wise as well as in education wise due to low number of seats, due to high reservation. So this is one of the major negative point according to Army Institute of Law, Mohali. Coming to other government law entrance exam which you can target in the upcoming months. Other than these exams, which is Andhra Pradesh state government exam, Telangana state government exam, then Kerala law entrance exam in Kerala state government exams, then last but not the least, Punjab University cell entrance test. And one of the major alumni of Punjab University is Manmohan Singh. And even it's a very good law school for your 5-year legal journey. Okay, let's conclude this session. Career in law is actually a very much growing sector in our nation at this particular year of 2025. And you can decide your career as law for 2 major reasons. One is your stint to know about the law of the country you are living. The other one is a very much high value job opportunity. And the third one, a money making job opportunity. So selecting law as a career gives you a very much ample amount of opportunities in your life from the day you start your college to the day you retire from the job opportunity. And for more such content, stay regarding from our channel. And for the next video regarding top private law colleges entrance exams, like I have discussed something around 4, and stay tuned for this particular video. And for more content like about these particular exams, follow our channel like which have started like Mission Christ and Operation MH-CET, and we are going to launch the new session on Cuet as well as Clat and AIL-LET. And stay tuned for the particular exam. Thank you.